Hey there, my name's David, and this is the Restyle File. I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, eBay, and I also consign on the RealRail. Today I have a What Sold video to cover my sales from the week of July the 30th through August the 5th. I'm hoping to provide you valuable insight that lets you know what you should be picking up at the thrift store from what I'm currently selling. I'm also going to clue you in on what I paid for the item, how much I sold for, and what my total profit is. I make videos like this every week, so if you love reselling content, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload a new video. I'm happy to say that this week was definitely better than last week. On that note though, I'm a little bit sick, so I'm going to apologize in advance if I sound a little bit congested. There is just like a 14 car pileup like right here, but we are still here doing the thing. Throughout this video as well, I'm going to be cluing you in on some very important reseller strategies that I think you need to know about, so make sure to stay tuned till the end. The first day was Sunday, the 30th. I had 2 Poshmark sales and 2 eBay sales. The first Poshmark sale was a Polo Ralph Lauren tan cotton chino khaki pants size 36. They sold for $25. After Poshmark's fees, I received $20. I paid $7 for these at Goodwill, so my total profit was $13. This wasn't necessarily an intentional purchase. I actually bought these for myself, but I just never wore them, so I went ahead and listed them, and they sold after a couple of months. The next sale was a Reformation L mini smocked dress size 12. It sold for $60, which was an offer from a liker. After Poshmark's fees, I received $48. I paid $5 for this dress at Goodwill, so my total profit was $43. This was a really great pickup. I love picking up Reformation. It is impressive to me how often it sells and how quickly. Especially this piece. When I initially saw it at the thrift store, before I saw the brand label, I thought, ew, is this Fashion Nova or something gross like that? Just because it didn't feel like incredible quality. But I suppose the model pictures are nice. It does look nice on there, so that's probably why it sold really quickly. And the comps were like in the $90 to $125 range, but I had listed at 100, and when someone sent me an offer for 60, I was like, sure, that's fair. The next sale was on eBay, and it was a BB90s Y2K 100% silk sheer satin trim black trench coat size medium. It sold for $60, which was my full asking price. After eBay's fees, I received $50.62. I paid $3.50 for this at a Family Thrift Center outlet, so my total profit was $47.12. Technically, I actually just paid $1.75 for the trench coat, but I did find that it was missing a belt, so I grabbed another random belt from that location. And on that day, all items were $1.75. But what a great profit margin. Love it. I actually purchased that jacket and it was in one of my most recent haul videos, as was this next item. On the 30th as well on eBay, I sold a vintage 1970s Seafarer denim bell-bottom patch pocket flare blue jeans, size 36 by 30. They sold for $60, which was an offer from a liker. After eBay's fees, I received $50.51. I paid $1.75 for these jeans, so my total profit was $48.76. Seafarers are a new bolo for me. I did not know about them previously. I knew about sort of army wear and military wear, but these vintage bell-bottom pants seem to sell pretty well on eBay, and for usually anywhere from $50 to $80 to $100. So if you see them at a decent price, you should definitely consider picking them up. They're not an instant flip. The sell-through is not 100%, but it's pretty high. On another note, I had bought another pair that I was also going to list on eBay, but I actually tried them on and I'm keeping them. The next sale was on Monday, and I only had a single Mercari sale. The sale was a Madewell Caldwell double-breasted black career oversized blazer size extra large. It sold for $72, which was an offer from a liker. After Poshmark's fees and the cost to ship the item, since I do offer free shipping on Mercari, I received $53.54. I paid $10 for this blazer at Goodwill, so my total profit was $43.54. A lot of Madewell stuff is not worth taking a second look at, but outerwear and blazers, definitely something to check comps for. The comps for this item were really great. I'm starting to notice a trend on my sales where Monday and Tuesdays are just always lackluster because Monday was a 1 sale day and Tuesday was a 0 sale day. It's days like these that I am thankful that I am cross-listing fairly often. Every new item that I put, I'm usually cross-listing to both Mercari and eBay. And a great way to facilitate that for free is utilizing FLYP, which is an extension website that you can get free access to. And it assists you with facilitating cross posting. And it also does other convenient things for your closet, such as share your closet and also sending automated offers for a reduced amount plus reduced shipping. And it's the perfect price. If you're at all interested, please follow the link in my description box below. Not sponsored, but I really recommend it. I think it's any reseller's best tool. The next sale was on Wednesday. I had 2 Poshmark sales and 3 eBay sales, so the pace finally started to pick up. The first sale was on Poshmark, and it was a Y2K 90s green jelly belt, and it sold for $9. This sale was facilitated by FLYP, so after the liker liked the item, FLYP sent them an offer after 5 minutes for 10% off with reduced shipping. So I received $6.05. That was actually my own personal item that I bought for myself and wore a few times, so I'm going to label the entire sale as pure profit. Had that thing forever. I think the reason was because this was one of the first items that I listed, and I didn't realize until it sold that I really didn't bother too much with putting measurements. I would instead put in the description box for size, I would put C measurements and I would include a picture with a ruler. And while that does tell you what it measures for, I think that turns off a lot of people or makes them uninterested to see your post if they don't already see what size it is and see if it's going to fit them. The next sale was a Clark's Originals Desert Trek crepe sole blue leather boots size 9.5. They sold for $60, which was an offer from a liker. After Poshmark's fees, I received $48. I paid $12.51 for these at a family thrift center, so my total profit was $35.49. I'm a little bummed that those sold because I thought they were a unique color and just happened to be my size. It's my understanding that crepe soles are desirable because they are good in snow and slush, and we don't get a lot of that in Texas. So maybe they're better off with another person. And those only took a couple of months to sell. The next sales were on eBay. The first one was a vintage black wide leather silver metal buckle rockabilly belt size small. It sold for $30. After eBay's fees, I received $24.66. I paid $3 for this belt, so my total profit was $21.66. It was kind of a gamble to pick up a no label belt, but I thought that the buckle on this was gigantic and would appeal to someone, and it sold fairly quickly. The next item to sell was a Shoes Like Pottery, that's the name of the label, minimalist low top sneakers in gray size 11. They sold for $60, which was an offer. After eBay's fees, I received $50.12. I paid $10 for these at Goodwill, so my total profit was $40.12. Never heard of this brand before, but I checked comps and they appeared to be decent, but they did take a long time to sell. I think over 6 months. The next item to sell was Diesel Tan Military Y2K Utility Field Jacket size small. It sold for $30. After eBay's fees, I received $23.54. I paid $0 for this because it came from my personal closet, so my total profit was $23.54. I have had this jacket since I'm pretty sure like high school. And it has been a while since I've been in high school. To be honest, I felt almost emotional letting go of that jacket just because I loved it and it was awesome, but it doesn't fit anymore. And I hope that the buyer gets some amazing memories like the one I have in that jacket. And I hope the jacket's happy. But this has been a really great week for clearing out items from my closet, which leads to another important reseller strategy is Sell stuff you already have. If you are thinking, I need to go out and I need a source, you can list what's already in your closet. Start off with that. That way you get a little bit of practice with what it is to list an item if you're new to reselling, how to price it, checking comps. And even if you're only making like $2 to $5 profit or something like that, I think it's still valuable experience. Every reseller's worst problem is that we source too much and we list too little. Yes, I see your death pile. It's right over there. Believe me, not coming from a place of judgment. But if you want to get started reselling, make sure to start with what you got. You don't necessarily need to go out and find new stuff. And I say items because it doesn't just have to be clothing. The next sale was on Thursday. I had one Poshmark sale. It was a Lafayette 148 Roslyn green velvet dress size large. It sold for $64, which was an offer from a liker. After Poshmark's fees, I received $51.20. I paid $8 for this dress at Goodwill, so my total profit was $43.20. Lafayette 148 is always a gamble. It will eventually sell for a good price, but it's an item that will either flip immediately or will sit in your closet for 8 months without any likes. The next item to sell on Poshmark was an ESBY, I think it's SB Apparel Monet Cotton Wrap Midi Dress in blue houndstooth size extra small. It sold for $50. After Poshmark's fees, I received $40. I paid $6 for this dress at a Salvation Army on a half off day, so my total profit was $34. I'd never heard of this label before, but I checked comps since I thought that label looked interesting, and they are pretty expensive retail. I think these are like $200 dresses, and the comps were good. The next item to sell was a J. Sabatino for D-Mob Kit Japanese denim vest size medium. It sold for $10, which was an offer from a liker. After Poshmark's fees, I received $7.05. I actually have $0 into this item since I actually purchased it for myself and kind of just grew out of it. So my total profit on that item is $7.05. Never heard of this brand. It appears to possibly have a following in Japan, but not really a following anywhere else. So I am not surprised that it took forever to sell. I just recently relisted it. So relisting is a great strategy for some items. If your item has been sitting forever and I'd say if it's been over 90 days and it doesn't have any likes or anything, or even if it does have likes, I don't mind myself. I will still relist the item. That way it'll get a fresh set of eyes on it and hopefully sell like this item did. The next sale was a Yoga Democracy Rustica Spanish Floral Black Leggings size 3XL. They sold for $35, which was an offer from a liker. After Poshmark's fees, I received $28. I paid $1.75 for these at a family thrift center outlet, so my total profit was $26.25. These were also in that recent haul video, and they also sold fairly quickly. Yoga Democracy did have a great sell-through rate on eBay, so even though I'm not familiar with this label, have never purchased it before, I knew that it was a good strategy to pick them up. So that's another strategy that you need to make sure you have under your belt. Understanding sell-through rate. There's a lot of great videos that give information regarding sell-through rate and how to calculate it. It's a pretty simple equation. It's just comparing how many have sold within the last 90 days to how many are currently listed on eBay. Poshmark is a different platform than eBay, but it still gives you a generally good idea of whether or not you should purchase an item. And if you have a very low cost of goods, like what I had into this item, then it's usually worth the gamble. And I say gamble because there is no such thing as a sure thing, but it's a pretty sure thing. The next sale on Poshmark was a Nike Sky High Dunk Hidden Wedge sneaker, size 8. They sold for $70, which was an offer from a liker. After Poshmark's fees, I received $56. I paid $25 for these at Goodwill, so my total profit was $31. If you were not familiar with Nike Sky Highs, they're the ones that have the hidden wedge at the back, so they're kind of like heels almost with a sneaker. They sell pretty consistently pretty well on most platforms, depending on condition and style. Definitely something you want to check comps for, but hidden wedge Nike, hidden wedge Converse, Anything hidden wedge, I recommend taking a look. Stuff like Steve Madden or those types of things probably don't sell well, but these seem to sell fairly well. They sold in less than a week and for a decent price. Probably could have gotten more for them, but I prefer to just sell them. The next item to sell was on eBay, and it was a vintage Y2K 90s black leather studded low hip wide bohemian belt. It sold for $40, which was my full asking price. After eBay's fees, I received $33.33. I paid $10 for that item, so my total profit was $23.33. I cannot believe how quickly this item sold on eBay after having it listed in my Poshmark closet for well over a year, year and a half. I just recently have focused a lot on relisting items, especially on days where I don't feel like taking photos of new items. I will simply go into my Poshmark closet and see what items I have not listed to eBay yet, and I will relist on Poshmark and then list over to eBay using the FLYP extension. And this belt sold, I think, in under 2 days, which is absolutely wild. I will eventually get my eBay closet caught up to my Poshmark closet. I think I'm only like 100 listings or so behind, just because I didn't start selling on eBay until about a year or two into my reselling journey. But just goes to show that cross listing is such a valuable strategy. You need to make sure you're doing it. And it's better to start sooner rather than later. That way you're not like me having to get caught up on 200 plus listings that need to be posted over. Again, FLYP, perfect application for this. And again, it is free. Description in the box below. The last day of sales we have is Saturday the 5th. I had 2 Poshmark sales and 1 eBay sale. The first Poshmark sale was actually a bundle, and it was a Levi's Highball Gradient Denim Jeans size 32 and a vintage Perry Ellis mock neck t-shirt size medium. The bundle sold for $40. I did offer free shipping on that bundle, so after eBay's fees, I received $24.03. And I'm going to say that I have profit of $24.03 on those items because both of those came from my personal closet. Neither of those items fit anymore. The next item to sell on Poshmark was a Citizens of Humanity Perfect Jean in medium blue wash size 33 by 29. They sold for $25, which was an offer. After Poshmark's fees, I received $20. I paid $2 for these because I picked them up at a family thrift center outlet, so my total profit was $18. I did not realize when I picked these up that they had been altered. Classic David mistake. So they sat in my death pile for a long time. I did list them, and even then they did take a long time to sell. But they finally did. They will bother me no more. And hopefully whoever bought them will save some money on alterations. The last sale was on eBay, and it was a Scottish design red, green, blue, white tartan plaid pleated wool kilt size 34. It sold for $42, which was an offer. After eBay's fees, I received $33.33. I paid $6 for this kilt at Goodwill because they charged it as a skirt. So my total profit was $28.33. I actually listed 2 kilts at around the same time, and the first one sold in just a couple of days, I think less than a week. And this one did sit for a while longer, but it was admittedly the less nice one of the 2. But it sold for a great price as well. Now we're going to go over my sales from the week in total. I'm going to summarize each platform first and then summarize all platforms together. So on Poshmark, I sold 12 items for $448. After Poshmark's fees, I received $348.33. I paid $67.26 in cost of goods, so my total profit on Poshmark was $281.07. On Mercari, I sold 1 item for $72. After Mercari's fees and the cost to ship the item, I received $53.54. I paid $10 for that item, so my total profit on Mercari was $43.54. On eBay, I sold a total of 7 items for $322. After eBay's fees, I received $267.11. I paid $34.25 for the items that sold on eBay, so my total profit was $232.86. In total, I sold 20 items on 3 platforms. So my total revenue for the week was $842. After the miscellaneous fees and the cost to ship some of the items, I received $668.98. My cost of goods for the week was $111.51. So my total profit for the week was $557.47. Happy to smash my regular weekly goal of $500, especially after not reaching that goal last week. And I think a key player in this was also keeping my cost of goods down. I was actually able to do that this week by sourcing at locations that have low cost of goods, such as the Family Thrift Center outlet, and also from my personal closet. I hope the strategies in this video proved useful to you. I'd also love to know, how did your sales week go? What was your best sale? Do you also have any reselling strategies that you think are especially valuable to know? Please comment them below. I'd love to read them. Please make sure that you are subscribed and hitting the bell icon. That way you're notified every time I upload a video. It really helps this channel out. I appreciate all of the support. I hope you have an incredible sales week. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. I won't lie to you guys. I don't really have anything planned. For my useless bonus footage, I usually like to insert something cheeky or something funny or just a random sort of factoid about my life. It's occasionally the part of my video that I get most stressed out about if I don't have anything that sort of comes organically. And it's been a rough week. I just finished up a training class. I've been sick and congested, and sometimes it's difficult to pull these things just randomly out of your hair.
Hey, excuse me? Did you just say hair?
No. Wrong kind of hair. I was saying like head hair.
Ow! Well, this is awkward.
Anyway, I was about to say...
Hey! Can I do it today?
Oh, you want to do it? Okay, sure.
Until next time, see ya!